that bird. So we're going for another snake in the pool. Katie's going to catch it because I don't feel like going swimming. So said it's black. Reckon it's a keelback, I reckon. But could be anything. Said it was actually been there since yesterday, so I hope we're not going out for a drowned snake. Oh, it's just there, I think. So in this pool, I'm assuming. Okay. Just hope it's still alive. What is it there? Keelback, we thinking?
See where the hose goes into the skimmer box?
Oh yeah.
You've got the water line down a bit.
Is it in the skimmer box?
No.
Oh, yeah, there.
See in between the top of the where you are.
Yep.
Right underneath.
Directly
At-
under you.
Under me.
No, not near the
Oh, right there. Oh, it's a small-eyed. Another eastern small-eyed snake.
It's big to us.
It looks, it looks big for a smallie. Might need something a bit thinner. Hey, buddy.
Will your hook get in there?
Nah. Oh, it's a crownie. That's all right. White crown snake. I thought it was a small-eyed by the... They do look similar on the body, don't they? See, if it was a small-eyed snake, I wouldn't be able to hold it this way. But this is a white crown snake. It's still... It's weakly venomous. But they're very, very gentle snakes. Hey, mate, you've been for a swim. Oh, you poor thing. So, if you want to have a look at it, you're more than welcome to. That's not a... He's obviously here. Hey, mate, at least you got into that crack. Hey, buddy, found somewhere to salvage himself. That's a survival effort, mate. You see the crack it's in. Wow. At least he got there, eh? At least he did something. Managed to do something. Yeah. Well, these guys are strictly nocturnal, so I'd say it actually fell in during the nighttime period. Probably came looking for water, probably because it has been so hot this week. Yeah. It was 37, not yesterday, but the day before. So that day you probably got real hot, came out that night looking for water, ended up in the pool.
Right.
And thankfully some nice people that cared enough to
Yeah.
get him out while he's alive instead of wait till he drowns and scoop him out with a skimmer. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, white crown snake, you can tell with the with that. Because we have three species of crownies. The golden crown, the dwarf crown and the white crown. Oh, there's four in Australia, but around here we have the three. So the southern dwarf crown will only have colouring along the back. And then the white crown, golden crown snake does have it around the front, but there's a gap in the back part. So because this one has this complete crown, you can tell it's a white
like
crown
that,
snake. Thing like that, but they've got a nice like dark grey belly. If the sun shines on them, they can be a bit lighter grey in colour. This one is quite a dark specimen, which is why I thought it was a small-eyed snake at first. They stand up and like headbutt and mock strike and carry on if they're really revved up, but this guy's obviously just probably too exhausted and probably grateful to just be out of that water that is obviously very lethargic, hopefully not sick or anything. But yeah, it is a venomous snake, but they're very, very placid and would really take a lot for one to bite you. You'd have to really antagonise it, I would imagine, or hurt it. If you stepped on it, it'll bite you, but
Snake. Snakes.
this bag might be a bit overkill.
That's all right.
You don't know what you're coming in. I'd rather bring
Well,
a big
that's-
bag
exactly.
and put a small snake in it than bring a small bag
Yeah.
and have to put a big snake in it.
So when you pick them up like that, can I ask you the question? See how it doesn't have a crack at you?
Yeah.
But if you said if it was a different sort of snake, you'd have to hold it differently.
Oh, well, even if it bit me, this thing's not deadly venomous.
Ah, okay.
I mean, our advice to anyone is if you're ever bitten by any venomous snake, get to hospital because you could have allergic reaction or anything to it. So you treat any of them like you would a bee or a wasp. Whereas in they shouldn't kill you, but every now and again some people have a reaction. So, but this snake is just very inoffensive and generally doesn't bite unless you really did something to it. So I'd really have to squeeze him or like poke him in the face or hurt, like really antagonize it for it to actually bite. But if it did bite, it's not going to kill me.
No.
Whereas the snake I thought it was is fatally venomous. Still a very shy and inoffensive snake, but not one. Some people do actually pick up small-eyed snakes. I've got mates that do it, but I think they've got bigger balls than I do because it's just not worth tempting fate, I think.
Right.
So,
But I see people on Instagram and that, they pick them up by the tail and like they're about over 1 metre long and they're just going like that. And the
well, we're not just going like that. That's,
what
that's
are
the
you,
thing.
What are you doing when you hold?
You're not. Well, technically, you're
just
not
figured-
actually holding the tail. See how his tail starts here?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, mate. So they don't like their tails being touched.
No.
So we actually hold them by just the back part of the body.
Yeah.
Hold it very loose. But we actually maneuver the snake because we can read their body language. We know how to relax them. If you dangle them too much, they can flip around and be
Yeah,
unpredictable. So we know when to relax them enough.
Yeah.
But then we can also read when they're going to bounce because if they get too relaxed, they'll get an advantage on you. So we know when to put them down, take them off, and stay one step ahead. We can feel that when they wrap themselves up and try and climb their bodies, we can twist them and unravel it. So if you don't know all that stuff, people just watch YouTubes and go, oh, I could pick it up by the tail like an idiot and do this.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're doing.
No,
So,
no.
yeah.
I've never done it and I don't intend to try.
No, you guys
But
are
I'm just
you guys
curious.
did the right thing. You're sensible and say there's a snake there, we'll call out someone that knows what they're doing, which is
So
exactly
is there
the
a
right
mum
thing.
and dad somewhere?
No, this is full grown, this is an adult.
Oh, really?
But they are communal, so there could be more around. The beautiful face. Hey, look at the pattern. Now you're starting to wake up, aren't ya?
Yes.
Hey, a bit more lively. But that pattern, it's really hard to see with the naked eye. We'll actually get a better shot with the camera if I can hold it still enough.
So,
Pattern on the face is beautiful. We're happy to send you some shots too, and we'll send you the link to the video
Great.
as well.
thanks.
They got those very small eyes that blend right in with the pattern.
So what do you do now? Do you go away and kill it?
Oh yeah, we eat them for dinner.
You don't.
No, I'm just joking. No, we go and they're protected species, and we love snakes, obviously, so we just go and put them back into a natural habitat where they'll be,
relocate them. Yeah.
where they'll hopefully never come into contact with people or dogs or cats
Yeah.
or anything like that. But feral cats everywhere.
Yeah, you can't help that.